I told you not to spook him.
I was perfectly civil.
Your brand of civility leaves much to be desired.
Okay, welcome back. Had a couple of false starts back there, and I wound up on stream for about 15 or 20 minutes without any of my mic being turned on. So, this is a very professional stream. Welcome to Told Games Foundry, and here we are playing through some more of the Elder Scrolls Online, the Blackwood chapter. And, let's see here. Get some of the sound in there. Very odd sounding, but, you know, there we have it. So, in the Blackwood, what we've been doing is we've gone through and played through the entire Blackwood chapter of Elder Scrolls Online. Almost all of the main content.
I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
Oh, thanks, Miri. We've played through all of the main content in the Blackwood chapter, and it's been a few weeks, but there was one or two things that I needed to tie up, a quest or so that I had found after I had stopped the stream last time around. So it's been a few weeks, and in those intervening weeks I've been redoing a lot of my office here. Some of the bookshelves behind me, they look a little bit different, slightly different angle, and different things on them. For example, we have Alduin, the the World Eater, something like that. We have the Great Dragon Alduin there, and we have some other books right about there as well. So, hopefully those will be making an appearance in future streams. I have some plans for those coming up. But on the other hand, I'm still waiting to see if that's a viable stream option. In terms of Elder Scrolls Online, while I did play through most of the Blackwood chapter, there are still going to be a couple more expansion packs in this storyline yet to come. So in the third and fourth quarter, we have some more expansion packs coming to continue on the story. Yeah, so that's hopefully going to be coming along. For this stream, we're going to tie up some loose ends here in Blackwood, and then perhaps try out some of the other DLC content. We'll poke around in there if we get that far. But for the time being, since I had a false start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart that quest that I thought I was starting with all of you watching, but I guess I didn't quite manage to do that. So, got my trusty Xbox controller here, press the wrong button, and I'm casting a spell. Journal quests, love among the fire. Right, so let's go ahead and abandon that quest, and I'll pick it up again here in the city. So, to review a little bit, this is the city of Gideon. It's one of two cities in the Blackwood area. The main city is called Leowin, but this one's more centrally located. It has a lot of Aelid ruins as well as Imperial ruins in it. It is led by this tall lady here, Keshu the Blackfin. She's quite the war hero. Anyway, we saved it, and, well, all of these wonderful
You should
people.
buy me a drink, I think.
All of these. We're having a great party because I just saved them all from merging... From the merging of planes together. Mehrunes Dagon, one of the Daedric princes, you can think Archdevil, was planning to merge his pocket realm of Oblivion with that of Tamriel, centering it here in Blackwood. Well, we stopped that. Didn't happen. We had a lot of help from Evely Sharp Arrow, who was carrying around a book called the Mysterium Xarxus. Right. An artifact of Mehrunes Dagon himself. Well, we managed to put it all together, found 3 of the 4 ambitions. I think there's still another 4th one out there somewhere. 3 of the 4 ambitions, used them, lost one. Yeah, lost one, sorry about that, spoilers. Yeah, if you want to see all the details of that, though, there's some 20 hours of streaming content available for your consumption on the YouTube channel. Good grief. On the YouTube channel or here on Twitch. And yet again, I'm seeing a flaw in my setup, and you're not seeing all of the things that I'm seeing. There we go. Okay. Wow. Very professional. Good grief. Again, here we are back in Gideon. There's all these wonderful people that we just saved. And here is Keshu Blackfin, Evely Sharp Arrow. We are heroes of the area. City of Gideon, centrally located. Here's the main city, Leowin, on the river Niben that goes all the way up into the heart of Cyrodiil. Yeah, could talk a lot about what's going on there. But anyway, why I'm restarting this stream after, a couple weeks off is that there was this one quest that... Where are my buttons? Okay, Destiny buttons don't work here. There was one quest that I had found tucked away in a corner of Gideon. And there may be others, but this is the one that I found. So we'll just do this one little quest and see where that goes, where that leads us.
Ahem. It reads, "Meet me at the graveyard east of Gideon. Need your help. Urgent."
So this is a message from Keshu the Blackfin's spymaster. Brought to me by Peak Ariel, who is a messenger.
T1 did not want to disclose too many details. This is a private matter, and he is always careful with information. I am sorry I cannot tell you more. I am but the messenger. He awaits you in the graveyard. He will tell you everything there. I erect the spine of gratitude. Do not let T1's desire for discretion worry you. Please, go to the graveyard. Help him if you can.
Alright. Anything more about
He is a
T1?
brother to me, along with Keshu, Boss Haruk, and Zosin. We grew up together in the village of Sikat Yol. If you trust Keshu, you can trust T1. But I should let him speak for himself once you meet with him.
Okay. So we're gonna go off to that graveyard and meet with the spymaster. This is now the 3rd time I've started this quest, so hopefully this will work out this time around. If you tuned in for the previous one, sorry about that. In terms of some introductions, my character here is Maria Stuarda, an Argonian Templar, I believe. It's been a while. She's a specialist with restoration staffs. Staves. Graveyard, graveyard. Wait, where am I going? Okay, he's out this way.
I told you not to spook him.
I was perfectly civil.
Your brand of civility leaves much to be desired.
She's pretty tall.
Good. You've arrived.
So here we have T1 and Vashuruk, both of whom were mentioned as being egg brothers, egg siblings with Keshu the Blackfin herself. It's cool.
Your punctuality is appreciated. I am T1, spy master of the Blackfin Legion. I serve General Keshu in all matters of intrigue. Though the matter I need help with is of a... Straight to it, then. One of our own has gone missing. Zosin, one of our closest companions, and Keshu's principal ambassador. My informants tell me he was last seen speaking to a dark elf named Malin Drad. That's where you come in. Something's got him on edge. He won't talk to any of us. The members of the Blackfin Legion are easily recognizable in Gideon. I need someone he won't see coming. He's staying at the Egg and Hammer Inn. The method of information extraction is up to you, and I will see you rewarded. All I ask is that you be discreet. Too many prying eyes will ensure Zosin never opens up to us about whatever is going on.
Let's find out some more about the Blackfin Legion.
Once it was the name of General Keshu's army. Over time, it has come to be synonymous with those who follow her. Those of us that have been members of the Blackfin Legion since its inception have been close since we hatched from our eggs. Indeed, it includes Zosin, Vashuruk, Pikiril, and myself. We have followed Keshu the longest of anyone. I still remember when Keshu had to rescue Zosin during... He has grown distant lately.
Oh
Meeting
dear.
in secret with other mages, disappearing for days at a time. There is something troubling him that he does not want his egg siblings to know about. But I believe he might have told Malin Drad.
Alright. So Malindrad,
He is an odd one,
dark elf.
but no villain. An accomplished mage and expert on the plains of Oblivion. He put his conjuration skills to work in service of the Ebonheart Pact. Though he's since retired, like most arrogant mages, he enjoys making sure others are aware of his superiority.
Alright.
He's a talker. My mistake was not stopping Voss before she confronted him directly. He doesn't want trouble with the Blackfin Legion, so he's playing coy now.
So Voss is
Vashuruk, likely
Vashuruk.
the finest warrior in Gideon, next to Keshu herself. And certain
Right. Blackfin.
apologies, it's Keshu's nickname. Voss was actually the one to witness the event that started it. During one of our trials, Keshu emerged from the dark waters of the swamp to kill 3 Naga. Like a Blackfin on the prowl, Pikiril wrote. No, I have not informed her yet. She is very busy, as you are.
Okay, so... Yeah, what do you have to say
Thanks
for
for your
yourself?
help. Word of advice: step lightly around the dark elf when you speak with him. He scares easy. I think he soiled his robes when I first asked him about Zosin. T1 says that's my fault. I have
about
great love for him, but we have
Zosin?
always been opposites. When we were hatchlings, I was busy bloodying my scales, while he was mixing alchemal tinctures. He is brave, and he is often too clever for his own good. I worry for him.
Hmm.
No clue. but Zosin is a master conjurer and a veteran of many battles. I have no doubt that whatever trouble he's gotten himself into...
Okay, so we're on the hunt for an Argonian caster, Zosin, a conjurer. But we need to consult with a mage, who I believe is also a conjurer.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
If ever you want to get a good healthy dose of Argonian culture, just park yourself right here. Yeah. That would be an organ with frogs in it. Right. I forget what they call it, but it's quite the wild instrument. When I was redoing my bookshelf, I uncovered a book full of wood... what do you call them? Not wood carvings, but like those prints that you would make with wood carving. I forget, not coming up with a name. Anyway, there were a bunch of these, all of them being from one artist who apparently tried to illustrate as many medieval instruments as possible. The instruments are just wild. Okay, so here we are anyway. And I'm gonna center my... Oh, my quest is already on this, so here we go.
Dance, my servant. Spin and swirl. Oh, but don't singe the rug.
Okay. Right.
Welcome, welcome. Another adventurer comes seeking the wisdom of Malindrad. Eh? What will it be this time? Conjuration training? Escort through the greater plains, perhaps? I am not drunk. I am retired. Do you know how long I served those ungrateful wretches of the Ebonheart Pact? And was my severance in accordance with my service? Ah! The very same.
Huh.
To think some consider him my equal in conjuration. Ah! Ridiculous. A true expert knows
Oh,
you
dear.
never fall in love with your own conjured servants. I tried to talk him out of it, but he just kept raising his offer. He wanted a special ritual stone. I didn't have one, but I taught him the spells to make use of it. And we spoke of Doomvault Porsixid, a place that might contain such a relic. I told him to just summon a new servant. They're all the same.
So, he fell in love with one of his own conjurations. What do you suppose it was? Was it maybe a Dremora? Was it Flame Atronach? Was it... let's see, what other things are there? There are things called Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. Those are good potential ones. Those are more Sheogorath servants. What else we got? I guess we'll find out.
The damn fool! I told him to stick to Flame Atronachs. Sure, they can be nice to look at, but they're made of fire. He preferred to summon kin, warriors from the
Kin.
Deadlands and beyond. Not my type, but who am I to judge when the coin is good?
From the Deadlands. Deadlands are going to be Merun and Stegon. Realms of Fire. So I think they were kind of Dremora. Oh well.
As if a novice could understand the inner workings of a runic conduit intrinsically linked by its very nature to the chaotic creation of kin. Ha! Honestly, talking to you is making me sober. Your work east out of Gideon, where the Blackwood turns to muck. It's hard to miss, but you should prepare yourself if you intend to enter.
All right. So we have
So that I,
out there
or rather
somewhere.
we, can get used to dealing with our curious partnership.
Oh yes,
Curious it may
these
be,
two.
But I am not sure I was ever happier, even when I was flesh and bone.
Yeah, that girl fell in love with a ghost. Now we have somebody falling in love with a Daedra. Daedra in this game are similar to fiends or devils or demons in D&D or whatever. Let's get rid of that chat, by the way. That's getting a little distracting. There we go. So that... Goodness. Alright. It has been a long time since I've done a stream, and obviously I am slipping on some things here. Okay, heading out east. So yeah, Daedra. There's several varieties of Daedra out there. The Daedric princes, as they are called, are the arch demons in this game, or archdevils. Oh, wait, he's right there. Nope, she's
You're
right
back.
there.
Any luck? T1 went off to do a bit of investigating on his own, but he said he would return soon. Did you manage to get anything out of that idiot, Malin Drod?
You know, she said that she had feelings for Zosin as well. We'll see.
Ugh, these vaults make my scales itch. There's a power to them. More tempting to mages than most, I suspect. Did Malin say what Zosin's after? Love. Oh, not this again. By seed and spleen, I would
Zira.
bet anything that he's trying to reach
Zira.
Syria.
Haven't I dealt with Ziria
It's a
before?
long story. Back when the Blackfin Legion went to war against the Akaviri alongside the Ebonheart Pact, Zosin summoned an entire cohort of Dremora warriors to help turn the tide. Ziria was among them, more loyal to Zosin than all the rest. They fell for each other on the battlefield. Then Ziria died for him. Of course, that's what conjured servants do for their masters. But Zosin didn't see it that way.
Zosin hasn't contacted anyone else in the Legion. Tell me you have something.
He's looking for Ziria.
I should have guessed.
Well, that explains why he didn't tell us anything.
That's what it was. Ziria pretended to be our... If it's the same one I'm thinking of, she pretended to be our friend for a while, until, predictably, she betrayed us, and tried to offer us as sacrifices to Meirun Stegon to power some sort of ritual.
Ziria. It's been a few years since I've heard that name. I take it a ritual stone. I suppose that makes sense. I assume Voss told you that Ziria died fighting for Zosin some years back. When a Dremora dies, it reforms on its home plane. But it takes a considerable amount of time before it can be summoned again.
I'm trying to remember who it was that she was looking after at the time. But I think it was somebody else who had fallen in love with her, or she was their guardian. No, that's what it was. It was the third ambition that we encountered. Ziria was posing as an advisor to the ambition. Turned out to be a guy with a sword and a shield, teaching him to control his powers. I think that was Ziria.
My theory is that this ritual stone Zosen went to gather might be able to circumvent the amount of time it would take to summon Zyria. I need you to enter Doom Vault Porsixid and find Zosen. Make sure he's safe. He's clever, but there's no telling what kind of horrors await. Try to get him to listen to reason. He doesn't need to rush this. He should discuss it with Keshu and the rest of us. It's dangerous, even for a seasoned mage like Zosen. Hostile Daedra roam the halls, and I've heard reports that...
Okay. So this quest only showed up after the main quest had already completed. And in the main quest, we wound up having to dispatch Zyria in her home plane. Usually that's pretty bad news for a Dremora. So, yeah, I'm not sure what this whole thing is going to wind up being about. The timing of it is suspicious. That is, again, assuming that I'm thinking of the right Dremora. Oh, let's go ahead and grab that runestone.
Can never have enough of that.
If you've seen some of my other streams, you might have noticed that I have a series all about the Thieves Guild questline as well. That was kind of my first venture for streaming this game. There's actually a little bit more questing that I wound up doing with Thieves Guild questline as well. The main series had concluded, but then there were a handful of other miscellaneous quests for various members of the Thieves Guild. People wanting me to do favors for them. So there wound up being more content there than I explored online. Anyway, always check the backpacks, because you might get recipes and blueprints. Those should sell really well, actually, those two that I just picked up. Okay. Where was I going with the Thieves Guild? Well, I've continued playing that character. That one was Contessa Ciprano, a Khajiit thief. Of course you want a Khajiit if you're going to be a thief. I have a problem with urns. I'll try and put that aside. I know I've already been in this Doom Vault, so let's just move through it kind of on the quick side. I've continued playing Contessa Ciprano, exploring some other things. I wound up doing the Markarth DLC. I had already done the Skyrim DLC. Morgane's Guild Orders. Doom Vaults, right, there was a Doom Vault here. Fighters Guild, great. Backpack, just a dagger this time. So with Contessa Ciprano, I started her off doing the Skyrim thing offline, and did the Thieves Guild series on stream for all of you. Then I went back and off screen again, did Markarth, which is the follow-up to the Skyrim chapter. Just like Blackwood chapter, you have a big main chapter with new features added in, and then you have one or two expansions after that to kind of flesh things out. Where am I going? Okay. just finished up Markarth a day or two ago. It was a lot of fun. A lot of vampires. A lot of vampire stuff. I have a house that really doesn't have much in it.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homagers.
How to create this game.
Off with you, Swit!
I have a house in Skyrim. Antiquarians, something or other. I wind up just putting my various archaeological finds. Boy, I'm saying that one. Yeah, so I put a bunch of stuff in there. I think I have something like 6 legendary vampiric glass stained windows in there. It's kind of ridiculous. So, slight primer on our various Daedric princes. Right, in this Doom Vault area, we do in fact have a bit of a Daedric realm crossing over and merging with the natural, the real world of Tamriel, Mundus. No, I think Mundus, Tamriel. That's right the first time. I've totally been here before.
Zyria, if I am to die here, would I go to the same place as you?
Nope.
An adventurer? Of course he did. I tried to spare him of this. I tried to spare all my egg siblings, but things have gone awry. Yes, the Kinez Stone. And in my haste, I attempted to summon Zyria to my side immediately. A grave error. These vaults... Wait. The Kinez Stone also suffered from my impatience. Expended like it is now, it's useless. Find more of these trees marked by runes.
Great.
The ones next to us have been spent. The energy consumed by my botched attempt at the summoning ritual. It may seem strange, but trees grow even in the realms of Oblivion. As on Nirn, their blooming path... It is difficult to explain. Conjuration requires a focus of 2 distinct points. Where the entity currently is...
Yeah, plain meld.
It's more complicated than that. The chaotic energy of Oblivion is bleeding through into Nirn, but it's overlapping our reality.
Gotcha. So, trees with runes on them. These, by the way, are Daedric runes. You can see that one right there. That is the letter Ot. It is the main sign for summoning.
I have enough magicka to shroud myself
Daedra.
from sight. I won't be far behind.
Right, okay, so Deadlands is a plane of fire and lava and the home of Mehrunes Dagon. So here's a tree. No? Not that one, I guess. Not that one. This is a spidery one. Well, no, there's the lava. It started off being a spidery one, and that would be the province of Mephala. Kind of a spider queen. God, very much loft-like. That's why we were seeing some half spider, half woman abominations. Where are you? Not doing much good up there, Mary. Okay. Here we are, Deadlands. And you know what? I've done a lot of fighting already. I'll just kind of keep running. I'm gonna need to stop here. So I'll just fight whenever again keeping up with me.
They're getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. You lead.
Right. I do need to remember to heal myself. This character's not quite as indestructible as some of the other ones I play. Okay, so Kina stone use on the tree.
Many cautioned me when I revealed my love for Zyria. They said she was a demon, incapable of such emotions. That she would use my feelings to manipulate me.
They are right.
Still here. Thanks for
Well,
asking.
looks like we got a guest running through.
Though she is a Dramora, Zyria is different. Exiled from her clan, alone and hunted, simply because she is unique.
Yeah. Turns out she was more on Mayron's Dagon side than...
I know I can protect
Yeah.
Zyria as long as I am by her side. Just like she once protected me.
Right. Iron Natural. Go, we'll fight that one. Looks like fun.
Much better. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
What do I have on right bumper? Oh, right, I do have this one. Okay. Okay. The Kina stone, we also might call a sigil stone.
Her clan will never stop hunting her. We may be on the run for the rest of our lives, but at least we will be together.
Boy, she got him good.
Many cautioned me when I revealed my love for Zyria. They said
you
she
said-
was a demon, incapable of such emotions. That she would use my feelings to manipulate me. That should be enough. I have my strength back. I will go to my strength back. I will go to T1. Meet me there.
Sure. The sigil stone that she was holding there a moment ago, you find them. There's a big mechanic in. Oop. Rat. There we go. In the game Oblivion, you routinely go to these little pocket planes of Oblivion, pieces of the Deadlands, and every time you jump through one of the portals that just comes crashing down, the goal of it is to get to the end of it, up some tower, and then take the sigil stone out so that you can escape and close the portal. But the sigil stones have varying magical ability, some very powerful magical ability. Wait, they say to go this way? I guess go through to the other side. Sure, why not? They weren't used for enchanting, but they were used for... I think they were used on your equipment or something like that. In Oblivion. And they were also used in the plot at one point too. Yeah, there were differing degrees of sigil stone, and you had to get one of the best kinds. In order to advance the plot. Which involved the Mysterium Xarxis, which is why I'm remembering a little bit of it these days. Mysterium Xarxis being the book that Evely Sharp Arrow was carrying around for a while. Okay, out we go. Is this really the way to go? Guess, yeah, I have to just keep going forward. Right, so in here... No, that wasn't it. Was that it? Well, somewhere in one of these rooms, I think, is where we met one of the ambitions. The ambitions had been sealed away. They are people. Children, babies that were gifted with some of the power of Mirun's Dagon, and then allowed to grow.
Get back, you faker!
In these little safety pocket planes where they were trained to harness their magic. When it was discovered that it was almost all the way out. Well, anyway, I could tell you a lot more about that, or you can just go and watch the other streams that I have on the Blackwood chapter. Go through it all that way. Here we are. No patterns this time around. Back to Gideon we go. Stopping to pick the occasional mushroom. As I had mentioned before, I do have a character, Contessa Ciprano, I've been playing quite a bit of. And because of that, Contessa Ciprano is now maxed out on her levels. When you max out on... So I have found out, when you max out on your level, you get to level 50, you then start accumulating what are called champion points. And all of your character, any character that's level 50, can contribute to the accumulation of champion points. And champion points are accessible to all characters, even this one. So I haven't quite figured out this whole champion points system, because I have... See, these are all of the champion points that I've accumulated with Contessa Ciprana. They're available to all of the characters, and they provide various boons, like Meticulous Disassembly, or Fortune's Favor. But I can't quite figure out how to get some of them. There only seem to be like three on that tree anyway. And let's see. 3 on this tree. Is it 3 on each tree? 1, 2. No, those are different. Yeah, 3 there. So there seem to be 3 on each tree that I can put points into. So out of curiosity, let's see. If Aha! Okay. That unlocked that. So what I'm aiming for, what I really want, is Master Gatherer. So I unlock it by spending 15, but I can spend up to 75. Now I get it. Okay. Spend 10 to unlock. Sure, we'll spend the 10 to unlock that. Master Gatherer. Would it have been easier to go that way? No, I don't think so. Well, that's going to be 50 to unlock, 50 to unlock. Quality of items in treasure chests. Yeah. Oh, I can't undo those. I thought that was a thing I could do. Oops. Oh, I don't have any to undo. I can undo them that way. There we go. So, reduce the cost of way shrines, 15 to unlock. Okay, we'll get that started. Okay, now I get it. So you make your way through the thing, starting at various positions. Okay, so I'm going to need to do that on Contessa Ciprano as well. But each character can have a different setup, and you can commit to your points. Hold Y to redistribute. Oh, wow. Okay, so it does cost money to redistribute, so gotta make sure that's really what you want to do. I'll get to the other ones at another time. I suppose I can explain a little further. There are 3 different groupings of the champion points. One is craft, another one's warfare, the other one is fitness. Fitness is kind of life, getting around, mostly sprinting, riding speed, let's see, movement speed, let's see, blocking, bash damage, lots of block stuff on that little wing there. Yeah. You get health. So yeah, some basic passives that you can get there, and this one seems to be nimbleness, getting around, breaking free of stuff, etc. That was weird. It just kind of loaded all of them up. But those don't seem to connect to anything, which is interesting. So here we have the Warfare one, and this is going to be dealing damage with stuff. Oh, max magicka, critical hits, max stamina. Okay. Yeah, so dealing damage and things. What the heck are those? So yeah, lots to explore here, but mostly I'm just trying to get it so that when I'm on stream and I stop to do some harvesting, it doesn't take quite as long. I'm all about the quality of life improvements. In terms of mechanics, a lot of it, I'll be honest, is beyond my fussing with. You can really hone in on your various equipment and get just the right perks for it, customize it so it looks exactly the way you want. Yeah, get the right perk, get the right enchantment, get the right set, put all of those things on your various pieces of equipment. I just happen to use whatever I've been able to come across and send all of my equipment into the bank where my main crafting character will deconstruct it for materials. My main crafting character is, well, I haven't been out this way much, so a lot of stuff to put on my maps. Yeah, my main crafting character, I send all of my recipes to. She also handles my my selling of things.
Would have preferred not to have to send someone after you.
I know. I am grateful to you all, but I had to take this chance.
No, you didn't.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, my newfound friend. It should come as no surprise that I intend to attempt to summon Zyria again. However, my egg siblings are divided on whether this is the wisest course of action.
It isn't.
T1 and I believe Zyria would make for a powerful ally in the battles ahead. Having her here now could save lives. On the other hand, Vas Haruk is right to caution that Zyria is an outcast kin. She cut ties with her clan, and they will hunt her.
I think, if I remember correctly, she wound up trying to sacrifice the ambitions, or as many as she could get her hands on, in order to gain favor with Mehrunes Dagon to call off the hunt for her, so that she could hide away in the pocket realm, a pocket of Mehrunes Dagon's own realm, just kind of hide there away from sight.
I do not know. Zyria is alone in the Deadlands, newly reformed and already running for her life.
Already?
I want to believe I can keep her safe here, even if it means we might attract more enemies to ourselves. What do you think I should do? Zyria is a powerful ally and friend, and yet an outcast Dremora will almost certainly draw some measure of unwanted attention towards the Blackfin Legion and Gideon.
Now I really need to find out. I really do want to find out.
Speak with T1 and Vas Haruk. We must decide soon.
Oh, I didn't spell it correctly. So I'm looking up Ziria now. Trying to remember. Am I thinking of the right Dremora? I might not. So this might be some other... This might be some other one. I wonder who it was I was trying to think of.
A decision must be made. In this time of strife, do we... I am, and not only for Zosin's sake. There's a storm coming, friend. I am the Blackfin's spy master. I win battles by being better informed than my enemies.
Yeah, okay. You're probably on the other side, isn't it?
Of course, Zosin wants to summon her. I should have known. But we must consider our course carefully. You have seen the dangers General Keshu and the rest of us face now. Vaults of Oblivion, cultists in service to Mehrunes Dagon, and tenuous alliances to meet them. Against any other foe, yes, she is of the Deadlands, the home plane of the very enemies we found on our doorstep. An outcast Dremora at our side may only serve to draw...
So, I may have the wrong Dremora in mind, but... And so, if I'm gonna assume that that is the case, and considering I've already set up a lady with a ghost, and done a couple of other matchmaking services
Syria
here.
Is a powerful ally and friend, and yet an outcast Dremora.
Go ahead
Were it not
and
for
have
you,
him
I
summon
would never.
Ziria.
Having Ziria by my...
It will be good to see Zosin and Ziria reunited. No doubt she will, just as you have.
The conjuration ritual starts now. Stand back. Syria Kenaz Clan Shardai, Zan Phaedra Shardai, Zan Dagon Ziria, Zosin Akam Ziria.
Zosin, my love, you found me.
My dearest Ziria, I never stop searching. You remember my family.
Of course, except for this one.
A new friend. Most worthy. Without them, I would not have been able to bring you back.
Then you have my thanks as well, hero. And my promise of aid in the battles to come.
Well, okay. Nice sword, though. Okay. So we have Ziria hanging around. And that, I don't know where else I might go to find anything else to do in Blackwood. I'll just take a little tour in Gideon here, see what's going on. Perhaps we will see more of Ziria in the next expansions. And that definitely was not the Dremora I was thinking of. So now I need to go back and figure out who was it that I was thinking of. Captain seeks the dark. There was a... Let's see, who was the guy that I helped escape from her?
This is the life,
Larice Stibbins. Yeah, not them. Not her.
Everyone's been talking about the things you've done for Blackwood.
Let's see. It was... Oh, right. Yeah, there are some ambitions out there, but rather than hang out here with everybody else. They went away to a pocket dimension in, I think, the Deadlands to try and hide from Mehrunes Dagon underneath his underneath his nose. I think that's where they're hanging out in order to help one of the younger ones get control of her abilities a little bit better. So yeah, I guess they're not here. Wish I could remember the name of that Dremora. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So, anyway, here we are. We have completed the stuff. This time, tied up that final loose end. There we go. And so, now the question becomes, what do we do from here? Well, here's what I was thinking. How about we try Morrowind? Specifically, let's try out the Morrowind. So, there have been several expansions released for Elder Scrolls Online. Like some other older MMORPGs. This one started out as a paid one and then went to a free-to-play model where a bunch of the game was open for anyone to play, and then they would have people who wanted to either do one of two things. You could buy a Plus subscription, as I have done. You could also buy the various expansion packs. If you get the Plus subscription, older expansion packs you have access to. In fact, you have access to all of them, save for the most current one, which in this case is Blackwood. So if you get a Plus account, you don't have access to the Blackwood stuff automatically, but you do have access to all of the Skyrim content, including Markarth. That's how I was able to explore that stuff. There's also some other major perks in there. You can get a crafting bag, so that as you're just running about the world, anything that's a crafting supply goes straight into that, instead of into your personal inventory, and all of your characters share that crafting bag, and it's unlimited capacity. Super helpful. Also, your bank inventory space, again, which is shared between your characters, is doubled. So you get some really good substantial perks for having the Plus account. Meanwhile, so you can buy the expansions, or you can have an ESO Plus account, or you can do both. Because I was going to do some streaming, I wound up buying both for a little while anyway. Where am I going with that? Anyway, so the expansions have been happening for some time now. The game is maybe it was 2015 that it was originally released, thereabouts. Feels like it's older than that. It might be 2011. Oh well, whatever it was. Morrowind was the first major expansion to the game. There had been other DLC content packs that had come out. I think the Thieves Guild actually came out before Morrowind, but Morrowind was the first big one. The first one that was larger than just an expansion pack, but was an actual chapter. They used that designation instead. So, the next step, I think, is going to be heading out and exploring that Morrowind chapter. Now, I had a late start, unfortunately, and then had to restart a couple of times, so I don't think I'm going to be starting the Morrowind chapter this time around. But this is probably my sign-off for the Blackwood chapter, and for this stream. So when next I stream, it will either be one of two things. Either I'll be doing some of the things involving those books behind me, or I will be doing a stream of the Morrowind chapter, or something else. We'll see. I'm really bad at Destiny, so I might inflict all that upon you. It's really bad. You don't want to see it. But I might do it anyway. I might try reading some other things. I have been told that I have a pretty decent voice, so especially if I lean into the mic a little bit, you know. So we'll see if that winds up being a thing. When the next stream occurs, don't know yet. But the best way to do it, best way to find out is to sign up for, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get notifications when a new stream is going on. Again, my 2 targeted times are Sunday afternoons and Monday midday, somewhere around 10:30 or 11 or 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tie-up chapter to the Blackwood chapter of Elder Scrolls Online. Hope you enjoyed the Told Games Foundry presentation of the material. And tune in next time. Thanks for visiting. See you soon.